Hey everyone, welcome back. My name is Samantha. So I'm out here in my Where's Waldo shirt, and I wanted to tell you a little story about my exciting weekend. My husband and I went to dinner, and I asked him after dinner if we could run to Walmart. Where we ate at, there was a Walmart right next door. So I wanted two things. I wanted 2 packs of seeds. My dog Sadie decided to join me. Hi Sadie. I'm looking at seeds and I find salvia seeds, and they're not what I really want, but I just kind of kept browsing the seed section. I did notice there were a ton of trees pushed up against one of the registers, which I thought was weird because normally when you have trees, they're normally outside, like towards the parking lot, not shoved right next to a register. As I'm looking for seeds, my husband goes, "Samantha, there are trees over here for $3, and I immediately lost interest in the seeds I was looking at and went and looked at the trees. I thought, for $3, I wonder if they have anything nice. And now I know a lot of people are different when they see sale stuff, and I'm the same way. If I'm gonna buy a plant that's on sale, it can't look like it's already dead. It has to have some sort of life to it, some sort of bloom to it. And so that's what I always try and go in with when I'm looking for sale flowers. We ended up taking home 11 trees. I think that's correct. Yeah, we took 11 trees home. We actually went ahead and got 3 for my parents. So then we were just so kind of excited at the fact that we had gotten so many trees for like around $55 when the trees were normally $20 a piece, that we went back and we got 13 more trees. And as I'm filming this video, it seems like we might actually go and get more trees. I don't know. Always good to remember, I started this channel for people who really are kind of new to gardening. I always think it's important to remind myself and to remind others that you should never compare your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. Everybody has a starting place, you know, the most beautiful gardens in the world. That stuff doesn't happen overnight. It's normally a team that puts them together. I'm not embarrassed to show my backyard, but I know people on the internet, they can be very judgmental. Our one part of our yard, which is the part behind me, has really pretty grass. The other part doesn't, has a bunch of weeds in it. We've tried to contain them and we just have never been able to get on top of them, which I really don't care about, because a lot of like the weeds or the grass I eventually want to tear up. I want some grass in my yard, but I eventually want to tear up and just do flower beds everywhere. And so these trees are actually really nice to come along because they're kind of a starting point of where we want those flower beds to be. Also, I'm nervous to show the tree placement. Oh, what if one person on the internet doesn't like it? And then I thought, who cares? It's my garden, they're my trees. Happy where we've placed them. I actually think it's going to be beautiful once they actually get planted. Don't get overwhelmed. It's your garden, you do what you want. I'm really excited for these trees, so let's go ahead and take a look at them.
So it is the next day. It's about 11 o'clock. Probably hear someone doing some yard work in the background, so I apologize. But I wanted to show you kind of the idea that we have for these trees and kind of what the outcome we want from these trees to be. So what we're gonna start with is our back patio. And we've placed 6 trees kind of almost in the center of the yard. And what we want to do is, here comes my finger, we want to make a path right in between these trees. Right here at the beginning are 2 white Yoshishino cherry trees. They are white flowering trees, and I might have butchered the name. I'm not good at pronouncing certain plant names, but I'll show you the tag and then you'll know which one I'm talking about. Then these 2, 1, 2, are 2 pink flowering crabapple trees. And then this one's a little offset. I just moved it back there because we've had a lot of wind in Florida and it kept falling over, but it'll move up closer to line up with this one right here. Those are 2 white pear flowering trees. Very first tree that starts the pathway, a Yoshishino cherry, probably still butchered that. And I will turn around, and this is the back. Now, I've read that these are normally zones like 4, 5 to 8, but I've read that they do really well in the south. I mean, they were grown here, so I figured they would hold up here in Florida. The next one is the pink crab apple. So here's the tag. And the same thing with these. I've heard they only do about zones 4, 5 through 8, but I'm pretty sure that they will do fine in zone 9 as well. And here's the back. And then we have one right there. It's a flowering pear. Here's the back. And then that one's not exactly lined up, but we'll get it lined up. Guys, so now we're back along the fence. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and swing over here we have 5. We got 5 fruit trees. So this is our very first fruit tree I'll show you. And this is a peach. We have 2 different types of peaches, and peaches do really well here in Florida. Is a apple. Now the thing about apples in Florida, what I have read is that they need at least 300 to 400 hours of weather below 45 degrees. That's kind of what I've read for them to thrive in Florida. Oh my god! Oh my god, it's already flowering. Oh, hi! Hello! Oh, how cool. Simon in the ground and it's flowering. How exciting. Oh, it's so exciting. And then we got 2 different types of pears. I've actually never had a pear like this. We got just a regular green pear. I like those. But we got this, and so I'm excited to see what this bad boy does. Last fruit tree, this is a pear. A hood pear. Apple tree we bought it for $6.75. It was originally $20.64. So I'm not really complaining if it's already flowering. Like I said, all of these trees, we wouldn't have bought them if they looked dead. Now, again, if you walk onto our back patio and take a left, you will find 8 crepe myrtles. Now it's every other one is different. So starting at our patio, and we will remove all of this grass, and the path will lead to this back corner. Now that back corner is kind of dead space, but we would like to put kind of a deck back there because it's an all-day shade. It's actually a really cool spot as far as the temperature. It's a nice area to sit in when it's really, really hot in Florida. The idea with the crepe myrtles is that as they grow up, the branches will create a canopy over the path, and hopefully these trees will also give us a little break from the sun. Our house gets all day. We have 4. They put off a really striking red bloom, and I'm not for red blooms, but my husband convinced me to get them because it's the bag. So they're called Red Hot. These I know will grow well in Florida. These are normally like a zone 7 through 10 or 11. These really do well in really hot places, especially a hot place like Florida. Next to it, we have the blush one. And these I'm so excited about. They look so pretty. Here are the zones right here, 7 through 11. They can be annuals in zone 6. So yeah, I am really excited for 1, 2, 3, 4. They're all in the same can. Probably gonna butcher this name too. A chastile tree. I think these are so pretty. I looked them up online and I didn't know what I was gonna do with them, but I thought, you know what? They're $3. Certainly did not want to pass them up. I've actually been doing a lot of research on these, and it seems like you can actually plant these in containers, and I might try to do that. And then my last tree is this beautiful pink magnolia. As they say, I've never seen one of these sold in Florida, but I'm excited to see them. I think it's weird that they say they like part sun, because all the research I've done so far says they like full sun, like most magnolia trees. Here is all the information on the back.
As the video draws to a close, I don't have an outro, but I hope that this video does inspire you to plant some of your own trees in your own backyard. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you soon. Bye. Aww.